A British influencer's love for daredevil stunts led him to Spain's highest bridge, but this time it ended in tragedy. Lewis Stevenson, just 26 years old, was chasing the perfect Instagram shot when he lost his life. Today, we dive into the details of this heartbreaking accident, his passion for risk, and the growing concerns around extreme social media content. Lewis Stevenson was known for pushing boundaries, constantly seeking adrenaline-filled adventures that he proudly shared with his followers. From dizzying heights to abandoned buildings, his Instagram page was a showcase of his fearless lifestyle. But on Sunday, October 3rd, that lifestyle took a deadly turn when he fell from the 630-foot Castilla-La Mancha Bridge in Spain while attempting to capture a breathtaking photo for social media. Lewis, who had traveled to Spain just days before, had climbed roughly 50 meters up the bridge without any safety equipment. His family, particularly his grandfather, had begged him not to go through with the stunt, but Lewis was determined. His passion for adventure outweighed their concerns, and unfortunately, this time, the risk proved too great. According to authorities, a motorist saw the tragic fall and called for help. By the time they arrived, Lewis's body was found at the base of the bridge. The influencer's death has raised serious questions about the dangers of creating content for social media. Lewis wasn't a novice to high-risk adventures. His girlfriend, Savannah Parker, shared how he had spent months traveling through South America and how he had once convinced her to join him in an abandoned building during a trip to Malta. Although she was terrified, Lewis seemed completely at ease. It's this confidence that made him such an admired figure in the rooftoping community, an underground movement of thrill seekers who climb tall buildings and structures without safety gear, all for that perfect shot. Savannah, who had been with Lewis for nearly a decade, revealed that the last words he said to her the night before his fatal accident were, "Good night, I love you." She recalled how he sent her a morning message just hours before the accident, which she assumed was part of his attempt to capture a sunrise photo. But she never imagined it would be the last message she'd receive from him. Lewis's fall wasn't simply a slip due to carelessness. His friend, who accompanied him on the climb, told police that Lewis had complained of feeling unwell shortly before the accident. Although his friend suggested they descend, Lewis asked for a moment to rest. Sadly, that was when he lost consciousness and slipped to his death. Savannah believes that exhaustion, dehydration, or lack of food may have contributed to his sudden collapse, as Lewis was often so focused on his stunts that he ignored his own physical needs. This tragic accident has sparked a broader conversation about the extreme lengths some influencers go to for content. While Lewis never sought fame or fortune from his stunts, his friends described him as someone who did it purely for the thrill. Many influencers today are driven by likes, follows, and the desire for viral content. Lewis's death is a sobering reminder of how dangerous this pursuit can be. The risk-taking culture on platforms like Instagram is becoming increasingly alarming, as young people are inspired to push their limits for online validation. His close friend and fellow rooftopper, who goes by the name Louis_W1, posted a heartfelt tribute on Instagram, describing Lewis as the bravest, most caring, and funniest person he had ever known. The community of rooftoppers, although small, has expressed their collective grief and sorrow over the loss of someone they considered an inspiration. They've shared stories of Lewis's fearlessness and his ability to motivate those around him to live life to the fullest, even if that meant taking extreme risks. While his death is under investigation, local authorities have reiterated that climbing the Castilla-La Mancha Bridge is strictly prohibited. Despite these warnings, Lewis, like many others, was undeterred. His story serves as a tragic reminder of the thin line between adventure and recklessness. His passion for living on the edge, while admirable in many ways, ultimately led to his untimely death. As his family, friends, and followers mourn the loss of a young life, we're left with a haunting question: is the pursuit of social media fame really worth the ultimate price? Lewis Stevenson's story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the risks we take in life are simply not worth it. Louis Stevenson's story is a heartbreaking cautionary tale. He lived for adventure, but this time, the cost was far too high. As we reflect on his life and the growing dangers of extreme social media stunts, let's remember to value safety over spectacle. Thank you for joining us on the fame journey. Please share your thoughts in the comments, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth stories. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.